back to another episode of Farmer George's Pepper Catalog. Today's featured pepper is the Tangerine Dream. I purchased them a few years ago from the seed company called Burpee. The reason I bought these seeds is because I hate growing bell peppers in my garden because I typically don't have much space. I'm only growing on a balcony. I wanted a sweet pepper with little to no heat, and that's what we got. And that is the Tangerine Dream. So let's get a closer look at this one. So this is a sweet pepper. As you can see, it's a bright orange. When we go look at the plants outside, you'll see how beautiful this plant is. And if you're looking for an ornamental that tastes great, unlike most ornamentals that just look pretty, that don't really taste that great, and they got a lot of seeds in them, this one, on the contrary, is great. Let's go out to the garden, check out the plants, and we'll learn a little bit more about this pepper. All right, underneath the ginormous two purple Carolina Reapers, we have the Tangerine Dream plants. So these plants are a little bit bushy. They have some corrugated leaves. The leaves kind of look wrinkly. It's not a nutrient deficiency. It's just the way that the leaves grow. The species of these plants I found online to be Capsicum annuum. I would call them a determinate growth pattern, meaning that they don't grow like vines and out of control. They get to be about 12 to 18 inches. They require full sun, 6 to 8 hours a day. I planted these on January 17th, like all my other plants. These two plants took 7 days to germinate indoors, and today's date is July 19th. It's about 6 months later. From planting until ripe fruit, I would say they take about 4 months, especially if you start them indoors. And you get these ripe, beautiful, about 3-inch peppers. You get a white flower. However, I don't have any flowers on these because I need to pick all these peppers so the plant will push out new flowers. So I don't have a flower to show you. The buds per node, I would say 1 or 2 per node. And the peppers kind of are concentrated towards the center of the plant. They don't really go out towards the branches. And if you can see that in the shade, there's a little bud right there forming. One little bud in that node. There's still a little green on that one, but look at the orange color there. This one's starting to turn orange. This one's green underneath. I think I have one full, just popped right off. So this is completely ripe, and there's a hint of green. It just volunteered itself to be eaten for the taste test. There you have it. The Tangerine Dream plants. Doing just fine. Let's go in and taste this pepper. So the length of these peppers can range from 2.5 inches or 6 centimeters to about 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters. The diameter of the thickest part is about 1 inch. And let's cut this thing and see how it looks on the inside. Has a nice crunch. And this one has absolutely no seeds. It looks like the seeds just didn't grow. You can see it's got a very thick wall, and it's got a ton of space for stuffing if you're into that kind of thing. So you can stuff with cheeses and do a very sweet variation of a jalapeno popper. Let's go ahead and taste this guy. So here it is, the Tangerine Dream. We're gonna taste this thing. I'm gonna give you the specifications, the taste profile, and the heat rating. Take off the stem. It's a big pepper. It's going to take me a second to chew it down. Man, super sweet. Just ton of great juice. It hardly had any placental tissue, so it's not bitter at all. That particular pepper had no seeds, so even better, and then seeds also contain the bitterness. But zero heat. In fact, I've read that you can get a tiny bit of heat out of these. The typical Scoville heat unit range is 0 to 250. And when you compare it to jalapeno, it's like way milder than a jalapeno. You can eat like 150 of these and barely touch the heat of a jalapeno. I give this one a heat rating of 0. I'm gonna say no heat, and if there is any heat at all, it's negligible. For those of you who want a sweet pepper, then the Tangerine Dream is the pepper for you. It'd be a good way to balance a super spicy hot sauce. It'd be great in salads. It'd be great as a sweet hot sauce if you need some filler. If you want that pepper sweetness, but no heat, you can just eat them fresh. I mean, right off the plant like that, like I just did. I also think it'd be great if you want to do a variation of a jalapeno popper and you just wanted the pepper flavor with no jalapeno heat. This would be great stuffed with cream cheese and maybe wrapped in a piece of bacon. There are endless possibilities with this pepper. Now hopefully I have some peppers out there with some seeds so I can continue growing this pepper in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please help me out by subscribing, clicking my logo when it pops up. Throw me a thumbs up. And as always, I'm Farmer George. Let's share and grow together. Thanks, and see you next time.